Alright, let's see. What can we draw? Let's see if we can draw a turtle. Alright, so I'm going to start with, alright, I'm going to say this is going to be my turtle's head. And then we're going to say this is my turtle body. My little turtley leg. Another turtley leg right over here. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing, so I'm going to move it this way. And I'm going to move this down just a little bit. And so, like I was saying, this is going to be our turtle head. This is going to be our turtle body. So starting off with 2 circles. And then just these little rough lines right here just kind of show where the legs are going to be. Now, one thing I'm also going to try to do is, actually I'll do that post-production. I'll see if I can up the contrast so you can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. But I got my turtle head right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just, this is going to be his head, and then I'm going to give him a mouth, and maybe this is where his eyes are going to be. And there you can see where I got 2 eyes. His nose is going to cover half of the eye behind the face on the other side. And then I'm just going to keep this little hill right here for the top of the head. We're going to make this a happy turtle. He's going to be a happy turtle. We're not going to go anything silly. Just try to keep this video simple. Going to do the bottom of the lip right here. And give him a neck going to the shell, to the body. And you can see, all right, he looks like a chicken or a turkey or something kind of weird right now. So we know we're going to need to do a little bit more work. Now, this pencil doesn't have an eraser, or maybe it does. Yeah. But what I'm going to do instead, I'm just going to use this eraser pencil right here. And these are kind of like nifty to have. I think I found this guy on eBay or somewhere. But basically just sharpen it like a pencil, and you always got a nice tip for an eraser. They're really handy. I recommend them. I use square erasers too, but you can't go wrong with these because when you sharpen them, they give you that nice point, so you can be more selective about what exactly you're erasing. Whereas if you're using a square eraser, you know, it kind of just does a broad erasure of like a region, so it's kind of hard to go inside the eyes if I had a square one. With this guy, I can kind of just do that. So there you go. There's my chicken. I mean turtle, right? That's what, yep, we're doing turtle. So I'm going to go here, going to give him a neck. And then, you know, typical turtle, he's got, that's where the neck goes into like this little archway. That's going to be his collar. So we're going to go and kind of just establish, hey, this is where Mr. Turtle kind of goes in when he's trying to hide from predators. And then we gave this line right here, but I'm going to go a little bit higher to give it a nice big shell to show that he's got like plenty of room in there. He's got like a 2-bedroom apartment that he can go hang out. He's got a game room, an office. Maybe he's got a loft in there. So anyhow, we're going to have to make it big if we're going to accommodate all that stuff. So we're going to need a couple other archways for the legs. So I'm going to do another archway here, and then another one over here. And then I'm going to go and bring this guy over here. That way it kind of makes that right. And again, with this eraser, I'm just going to erase it right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep establishing these little legs. Now, I guess we'll give them some kneecaps. It's kind of funny looking when turtles have kneecaps. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And just give that kind of shape for that. And I'm going to have to move this notepad. All right. Or maybe I could just move the camera. Maybe I should just use more of the page. I'll stop fighting with the camera. Alright, so then we're going to go with this leg. And I'm just going to go slightly this direction. Give him another kneecap. Go straight down. Boom. And kind of do this little marshmallow of a foot where he's putting all his weight on. And then we're going to go there for the bottom of the shell. Go right here. Maybe give him a little tail. And then we're going to go like here and go to the other side. Give him another little leg. Marshmallow kind of foot. Boom. Boom. Alright, Mr. Turtle's already taking shape. We can kind of see him coming along. Alright. Then we're going to do just half a leg because it's kind of like hidden away with perspective. So we're not going to see the full armature or the full structure of the other leg. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to shade that leg in. We're going to make it appear back in the distance. Now we're going to go and just give his shell just a little bit of detail. I'm wondering if I should watercolor this with you guys, because I always like adding color. However, I enjoy a good graphite drawing. And for those of you that are kind of new to drawing, graphite is just another way to specify pencil. Because we don't really use lead anymore. It's all graphite. And so I'm cleaning this guy up, and you can see he's coming along. He's really happy. And one thing I like doing, even though this leg's in the background and I drew him, we're going to erase them a little bit, because I don't want these lines so dark and bold. I kind of want them to kind of blend in the background and recede. So I leave all my crisp lines for the foreground. So now it kind of looks like this leg's kind of in the background, and these, since they have more established lines, they kind of stick outward more. All right, we're gonna give him some little nails, all right, but not crazy nails. He's been to the manicurist, and so he's looking good. And we're gonna give him just a little bit of shading on this leg, a little bit of shading on the bottom of this leg. Maybe do a little circle for the knee. Go like that, and then we'll go like that. And then we're going to do some shading on this leg too. And I kind of just like establishing that, hey, there's light, and it just gives the overall drawing just more dimension. Alright, and then I'm going to go and just identify this shell line a little bit more. We got another squiggly line on this kneecap. Got that guy. We're going to go down with the marshmallow shape. We're going to go rah, rah, give him a couple more nails, and we're going to put the other nail on this side. And then we'll do a little bit of shading just to show there's something going on here. But not as much as this side, because we're going to pretend there's also light coming from this direction. But mainly we're focusing on the light coming from this direction. Alright, so then we're going to do a little bit of shading under here, underneath the neck. A little shading right here. And then we're going to give him a bottom eyelid. And we're going to make him looking up. Give him two nice little cute eyeballs. Alright, and maybe we'll give him a little nose. Should we make him smile? Yeah, let's make him smile. He's a smiling guy. He just got some good news today. Not sure what the good news is. Maybe he made it to the baseball team, or he got picked for something. Or maybe he made it onto student government. Who knows what kind of cool stuff this turtle's up to. I'm going to throw some shadow underneath the body just to kind of just show, hey, there's some ground and he's on top of it, occupying that space. Something like that. And, you know, if making sound effects makes it easier for you to draw these things, by all means. Love making sound effects. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so then, I don't know why, but we can go ahead and just establish that, you know, there's like little like outlines around where like the legs and the head comes out, even though I really don't see that much in turtles in the wild. They do not have this molding like you would see on a car, this trim package. But he's a special turtle. We're going to give him a trim package. And then we can go ahead and maybe create kind of like a diamond shape on the top. And then make it seem like, oh, like he's got a little shell pattern going on. And just nothing crazy. Just something to kind of establish, hey, something geometric going on up here. And boom, boom, boom. And then it is a round shell, so I'm kind of tempted just to kind of give it a little bit of shading, 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 shading. And then if you want to take your finger and rub it a little bit, you can. And then let's erase some of this. And maybe this top line we can kind of blur out a little bit with our eraser pencil, a regular eraser. And there you have it. There's your happy little turtle. I know it's a simple drawing, but we'll get into cooler stuff down the road. I just kind of want to get in the habit of making these videos and just kind of just basically seeing what I can do to make these cooler, more positive. This is kind of just a nice little test run of what we might be able to do and what kind of content I can kind of get up there for you guys to enjoy and follow along with. Simple things that you can try at home. Anywho, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Take care.